Story. In a small farming village nestled against the great expanse of the fertile Serengeti Plains, lived an old, wise man named Mzee Jengo. His wisdom was deeply rooted in African philosophy, Ubuntu, which means, I am, because you are, stressing the interconnectedness of humanity. One day, the village youngsters concocted a plan to humble old Mzee Jengo, to finally prove him wrong. The children approached him with a chicken clenched tightly in the hands of the group's leader, Kofi. Mzee Jengo, Kofi began, his voice trembling with anticipation, you are reputed as the wisest man in this village. Tell us, this chicken in my hands, is it dead or alive? The children snickered amongst themselves, for they thought they had created a foolproof plan. If Mzee Jengo declared the chicken alive, Kofi was prepared to crush it instantly. If he declared it dead, Kofi would simply release the scared but unharmed chicken, allowing it to scamper away. But the old man looked at the children with a serene smile. The lines etched deeply onto his face bore the wisdom of countless sunsets observed. The twinkle in his eyes, a reflection of the vast Tanzanian sky, held a profound understanding of Ubuntu. He looked at Kofi, then calmly said, the answer is in your hands, my boy. The children fell silent, dumbfounded by the answer. Kofi slowly opened his hand, and the unharmed chicken fluttered away amidst dust and hearty laughter from the elders. They didn't humiliate Mzee Jengo. Instead, they learned a life-altering lesson. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and the wisdom imparted that day settled into Kofi's heart. He was no longer the mischievous leader, but a boy who loved sharing, reconnecting with the principles of Ubuntu. The season of the Great Migration arrived, bringing prosperity and challenges together. The river crossing event brought hordes of tourists, pouring wealth into the village. However, it also brought uninvited predators closer to the livestock. Traditional guarding methods seemed futile, and the village was on the brink of crisis. Kofi, remembering the wisdom imparted by Mzee Jengo, suggested a different approach. Let us pool our livestock and guard them together. My cattle are not just mine, but ours, because I am, because you are. His solution, inspired by Ubuntu, saved the village from potential disaster. The predators, overwhelmed by the combined forces of the villagers, eventually left. The community's prosperity following that incident marked the beginning of a new era in the village, an era where everyone took care of the other's well-being because their happiness was interconnected. Years later, when Kofi was a respected old man, he would still fondly remember the incident with Mzee Jengo and the chicken. He recalled the wisdom imparted through that simple interaction. I am, because we are, Kofi whispered to himself, the essence of Ubuntu continuing to ripple through generations. This African story teaches us the strength of unity and the power of interconnection, highlighting the African Ubuntu philosophy. Our actions have repercussions. Thus, we ought to act in ways that respect the circle of life, connecting us all because ultimately, I am, because you are. This simple yet profound wisdom, rooted in mythical Africa, is the key to harmonious coexistence in our interconnected world today. Subscribe for more true African success stories. Support the channel to keep this knowledge alive.